Oh, good for you. Okay, this next recipe is sure to piss off a bunch of barbecue purists. I'm gonna show you how to make the best Chicago ribs. The secret, they're baked. If you don't have time to come home and smoke ribs for 5 hours, this recipe is for you. I got myself a really nice slab of baby back ribs. Let's start off by trimming off any excess fat we're gonna have on the ribs. The biggest pain in the neck when cooking baby back ribs is when you flip them over, the silver skin on the back of these ribs, and just take that off. Now the beauty of Chicago style ribs is the meat's nice and tender, very soft, and it falls right off the bone. And the base is your rub. So using some dry mustard, I've got some onion powder, pepper, brown sugar, chipotle pepper, kosher salt, powdered onion, paprika. And my secret is ground coffee. Make sure to get an espresso ground so it's nice and fine. Everything else that's in this rub is fine, so you don't want clumpy anything, any chunks of any of the spices. And you have to make sure you really cover these ribs completely. Get in there, play with your meat. And you have to do both sides. Always make sure to get both sides. All right, our ribs are nice and rubbed, our oven's on, ready to go. Now we just have to wrap these bad boys up in foil. Remember, shiny side up. So by keeping the shiny side out, you're keeping more of an indirect heat inside the pan, and it's reflecting the other heat off of the top. Let's throw it in. It's so hot. Whew. Burn my eyebrows off. These are big puppies too. All right, let's start blending our ingredients for our barbecue sauce. We've got some brown sugar, we've got some Bourbon County Stout, we've got some ketchup, apple cider vinegar, we've got some Worcestershire here, molasses, also have some paprika, dry mustard, salt, coffee, powdered onion, and powdered garlic. So it's nice and mixed. We're gonna get it on the heat, and it's gonna take about 15 to 20 minutes. You wanna get it boiling, then bring it down so it simmers and it reduces. Oh God, this is super hot. So we're gonna bring it up to a boil, let it sit for a couple minutes that way, and then we bring it down to a simmer. Because if you keep it up to a boil for too long, it starts to burn. Let it simmer for about 15, 20 minutes, and then it'll be ready for our ribs. It's hot, it's hot. Our ribs have been in the oven for 2.5 hours. Now we're gonna add our sauce to it. Be very, very generous with it. They're Chicago style ribs, and that's how Chicago style ribs are. Make sure you get that stuff on your fingers, your shirt, everything. The first coat is on. Now let's take them over to the grill. For the next 10 minutes, about every 2 minutes, you're gonna flip over the ribs, basting the top side before you flip it back over. So instead of having sloppy, wet ribs, you have this really nice sauce that's settled in and caramelized. Your ribs are ready. If you're having some people over, flip the ribs over to the meat side down and cut between each bone. And you're ready to have a party. Chicago style barbecue ribs, my favorite. Thanks for joining me today. A lot of ingredients, but the recipe is below. So like, comment, and subscribe. Have a happy 4th. Eat some meat.